Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to this community if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. Welcome to the Moon Magic community here on YouTube. Today is Sunday and that means that we are doing 3 readings. Excuse me, I'm getting a little bit croaky in my voice. We are doing 3 readings and we're asking for an immediate message, something you need to hear right now, and we're going to check in on the week ahead as well. Now we have 3 piles to choose from, 3 beautiful cards. In just a moment, I'm going to draw charms and runes as well, just to help to guide you in. Now, if you feel that you need a little bit of help with choosing which pile or piles are speaking to you, after we've drawn the charms and the runes, I'll leave the camera running for a few moments for you, and then I will ask the universe to pick a pile or piles and see what comes through. I'll put that in a separate timestamp for you as well. So let's have a look at the cards first. For pile 1, you have the card of Earth Magic. This is pile 1. For pile 2, you have the Oracle's Gift. This is for pile 2. And for pile 3, you have Beyond the Ordinary. This is for pile 3. Okay, now I'm just going to put these little counters out because it means when we draw the charms, you will be able to see them clearly in case you just want to sit with them. Let's have a look and see what we're shown for pile 1. Okay, we have, oh, you have the sand dollar. It looks like a little shield, but that's what it is. It's the sand dollar charm. And the runes for pile 1 are the rune of movement, Awaz, and also Tewaz, so Awaz and Tewaz, but this is the rune of movement and the rune of the spiritual warrior. For pile 2, okay, we have, ooh, an aeroplane. Okay, that's for pile 2. And just one rune coming through for you. Berkana. Yes, Berkana. I'm about to say Barkana. Berkana, the rune of growth. Gosh, I can see I'm going to get my words all twizzled up today. That'll be interesting when we get to the readings. Well, interesting energy around, I guess. Okay, let's see what's coming through next for pile 3. For pile 3, you have a butterfly. This is your charm. And 2 runes. You have the rune of fertility. This is Inga's, and also Nathus, which is the rune of constraint. Okay, let's put that there. Okay, lovely. So you should be able to hopefully see these nicely and clearly. I'm going to leave the video running for a few moments, so that gives you just a little bit of time just to sit with your intuition. Now, if you feel you need to ask the universe, I'll do that in a few moments. If you are sitting with your intuition but you need even more time, then just press the pause button. Beautiful souls, I will see you in a moment. Welcome everyone. This is the point in the video where we're going to ask the universe to pick a pile for you. This is the homepage of my website, and we'll ask the universe to reveal the pile. Piles 1 and 2 are showing up for today. Beautiful souls, I will see you in the readings. Pile 1, welcome to your reading. Very interesting. Earth Magic is actually card number 1. And do you know the energy of Awaz and Tewaz together? It feels very decisive. I almost want to say take action now. That's what seems to be coming through. It's like an ace energy, the energy of something that is ready to get started. Now, we've only got 2 runes, a charm, and a 1 card, so I won't say any more just yet. But I am wondering whether there's something about getting started. Go for it. You know, make it happen. It's got that kind of flavour about it, and that you're protected. Sand dollar energy is very protective. It also brings good fortune and good luck. You jump in. Well, there you are. You could not write it, could you? Okay, jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Wow. Okay, well, thank you so much for that confirmation. That just feels really heavenly. Wow, really decisive energy coming through. Take action, move forwards. Whatever this is, in your world, you're protected, you're guided. Get to it. Gosh, I feel like I'm getting quite bossy, almost in my tone of voice. I apologise deeply. No reading will ever tell you what to do. We have also got Solar Calm, Clarify, and Leo Shine. Okay. What do you need to clarify first? Or maybe the pathway is being cleared for you. Maybe the planets are aligning for you so you can shine. Jump in, get going. Why wouldn't you? Holy Sisters. Oh, that's a lovely, lovely card. Really is. I might put that down there. Let's just see what else is coming through. And this one too. I'll draw your tarot in a moment. You have Holy Sisters and Surrender Sensitive Sister, be moved by the moon. Both of these cards feel like something's being moved. It's almost like in the dead of night. I want to put them up here. I wonder if I can I get them both in? Let me just fiddle with the camera for 1 moment so I can get all your cards in the top row. Okay, I've squeezed it all into the top row. Now, maybe you're going to need to squeeze everything in. I think your message is really, really clear. Proceed with confidence. There's something that maybe you're literally on the brink of moving forwards. And I don't know whether you're either hesitant or questioning whether you can do this or whether you should do it. Or maybe it's just there and you're kind of getting ready and this is arriving to give you that gentle nudge or the support that you need to do it. But this really is about taking action. It's very interesting though, because it isn't just taking action in isolation. It's like the universe really has your back. The universe, your angels, your guides, your spirit animals, it's like you've got an army behind you helping you to set forth on some sort of new adventure. Whatever this is for you. This is really saying, it's basically giving you the thumbs up. I would almost say it's such a strong energy that if you don't have anything right in front of you, it might not even be the right reading for you, because this feels as though it is literally you're standing there on the threshold. The magic is there. I think you can intuitively, instinctively feel it, but it also feels like a big leap. But this is really saying leap. Jump in. Let's see what your tarot cards say. You have the Ten of Cups. Wow. Look at the future ahead of you. Look at the future. You have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles is so full of promise. The Queen of Wands. The Awakening. This is the Judgment card in a traditional deck. The Six of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles. The Lovers. The Four of Wands. And the Six of Cups. Where can we place our Six of Cups? I'm going to put it to one side for a mo. Okay. Six of Cups actually has great relevance, really, because I think you're being asked to look forwards, not back. You know, you can learn from experience, that's fine, but I think it's time to put something behind you. Everything in your reading, I'll just put it here actually. Everything in your reading is saying, go for it. Whatever you are about to, or the opportunity you have in front of you that you could dive into. For some of you, this could be a relationship with the Lovers, especially followed by the Four of Wands. For others, it could be setting forth, whatever the context of this. I don't know the immediate circumstances of your individual worlds, but right in front of you, there is something of profound promise that can bring you great happiness. I think it has a genuine long-term future. You are awakening. You're really, really, really waking up in a sensitive way. This is also part of your reading. I think that you are developing an ability to be more, it's not more in tune with the energy around you, but more aware of it. You're noticing the energy around you. You're noticing what feels right and what doesn't. Both of these cards feel quite, almost as if they're in quite shadowy kind of colours here. It's quite hard to define them. It is as if you are literally waking up to, I think you're waking up to the, I don't know quite how to word it, but it's like the awareness of your intuition, your trust in your intuition, your trust, your knowing, that sort of deep-seated feeling that there's more, and you just know it, even if it isn't immediately obvious to you. But what's in front of you is about stepping up and shining, jumping in, not being afraid of just doing it. Don't look back, look forwards. This isn't about clinging to a position of safety. And I think you'll get what you need along the way, whatever this is. But this is your message. It's really, really clear. It's jump in, go for it. So whatever this is for you, you'll be protected, set forth on the new adventure. It's really looking prosperous, promising, beautiful, amazing, bringing you happiness, bringing you joy, whatever that may be for you. Now, what I do think we need to check in on is the week ahead as well. My beautiful pile one, can we check in on the week ahead? Okay, this is interesting because you've got the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups. I'm seeing these. Okay, now the Six of Cups is making a little bit more sense. You have the Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Yes, this is making sense. The Ten of Wands, the Hanged One, the Two of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Yes. Okay, now I begin to understand why this is saying don't look back, look forwards. As part of your awakening and as part of your tuning in with and listening to your intuition and really learning to trust it, I think that this is not just about an adventure that you're stepping into. I think you're also letting go of something that was disappointing. It may even just be generally letting go of that feeling of disappointment that you could have been left with. Don't carry it with you, because it's going to be in the way of you manifesting the things that you want. This is like releasing yourself from the burden of stuff that plays on your mind, or also particularly emotionally plays on your heart. The fears that something won't work out, or the fear that something will repeat again. Even though you can't see how this opportunity is going to work out, dive in, jump in, and go for it. Just be yourself. This is one of those times when you've got to let go of kind of the universe is suggesting. Obviously, no reading will ever tell you what to do, but truly it feels a bit like the universe and your guides are saying to you, you need to let go of any preconception as to how it's going to be. Stop worrying about it. Let the universe orchestrate it for you. Surrender, sensitive sister. Be moved by the moon. Let the way be shown. Let this open up. Let go of the burden of worrying about how it might be, and jump in and allow it to unfold. Live in the excitement of it. Live in that space of possibility. Whatever this may be, let it unfold. I think there are fears that it might disappoint. But this would be one of those scenarios where if you didn't jump in, you'll never ever know. And then you would live forever wondering what would have happened and what would have been, the could have, would have's, woulda, coulda, shoulda kind of kind of stuff. This is your message, jump in. And I think this week is almost about being decisive. It's what this rune is about. Just being decisive, making a clear decision that you're not going to let the past hold you back. Making a clear decision that just because you don't know how it's going to be, you're going to dive in and discover anyway. And do the journey for the journey's sake. Get set forth on the adventure with no idea how it's going to unfold, but just love it for the journey, love it for the adventure. Surrender and trust that the way will be shown. I think there's a big overcoming of something here. Letting go of those fears and just diving in. I feel like, really, really deep inside, I think there is that sort of intuitive urge. I think you want to. The rune of Awaz is like the bettering of any situation. So it really, and something that can really gather momentum. So rather than pausing and waiting, this really is about just going for it. And I think this week it's about you. The energy around you this week is reaching a point where you're prepared to invest. You're prepared to actually do it. I think the energy supports you this week to overcome and break through those overwhelming feelings of it might not work. To break free of patterns that hold you back. I think predominantly these are thinking patterns, but I think the thinking patterns come from emotions, disappointments of the past. Notice them, observe, look back and think, I know where that feeling comes from. I remember when that was activated. But it no longer serves me now. I'm just going to dive in and surrender. Even if I don't know how this is going to emerge, I'm prepared to invest because I think, it's about saying to yourself, I'm worthy of that investment, because you are. So whatever you are diving in, I think this week there is an opportunity to cut through any limitations held within your head and actually move something forwards. Dive in, grasp it with both hands and go for it, whatever that is for you. Wow. Pile 1, I'm loving your energy and I'm loving your reading, and it is so in alignment with the current astrology, although I'm slightly reticent to say that because I know some of you follow these readings, and thank you so much. I know you follow these readings every Sunday. I'm really, really honoured to be walking with you on your journey. But if you're coming to this randomly in 7 weeks' time, 10 weeks' time, 2 years' time, then, of course, me talking about the current astrology is not necessarily relevant. But truly, the energy right now is primed for big shifts and changes, but that we ourselves are involved in initiating. And if you are finding this reading now, then my guess is that the energy is right for you to be moving something forwards. I mean, it just is. This is the message for you. So the planets are definitely aligning because you can really shine. Pile 1, I'm sending you the biggest hug ever. Thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never miss a reading or any of the live events, the collective readings that we do together here, or any webinars or anything else that I am uploading. Tons of love. Pile 2, welcome to your reading, beautiful souls. Let's find out what message the universe wishes you to know about right now. Now, you have an aeroplane. I'm very intrigued, I have to be honest, very intrigued. And Berkana, I'm wondering, are you going to travel? Is there a journey unfolding for you in some way? Now, the Oracle's gift is very much about like signs and signals and synchronicities, being shown things. Bakana is a whole new phase of growth. The moment I saw this as well, it makes me think of the Ace of Cups as well. Look at this, you have perspective. Okay, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. That's interesting. None of this matters. Storm in a teacup. Are you getting tangled, my beautiful souls, in the minutiae of something, or the nitty-gritty of something, even if it's genuine and real and annoying and irritating? Are you getting tangled in it? Do you need to rise above it, like get the aeroplane view kind of thing? You have 5th house passion. Two. You have Jupiter abundance and you have Juno partnership. Okay, perspective. None of this matters. Do you know, I'm seeing the one on the base of the pack as well, so I'm going with that. You've got Mars. Just these cards seem to be really strongly connecting. Bring yourself out of something. Get the bird's eye view. I feel like there might be something that's firing you up here. Mars, motion, the lower vibrational energy of Mars can be quite, we can react, we can be frustrated, we can get, there can be aggression. The higher vibration is assertiveness, it's action, it's dynamic, passionate. Is there somebody in your world who has Daughters of the Red Tent, someone who's annoyed you or frustrated you? Do you need to stand out? Is something not moving forwards as you would like it to? Gosh, your reading is ever so intriguing. Okay, then we have, I'm going to put these at the bottom, I think, and then we'll draw your tarot cards through the middle of your reading. Harvest Mother watches over me. Daughters of the Red Tent. You're in transition. Be led by the path before you. There's something that you're in the in-betweeny bit of something, the middle of something. You're caught in the middle of something. Some of you literally caught in the middle of something. I think there is something very fruitful coming your way, actually, which is monumentally exciting. But for some reason, you're getting tangled in something, and maybe the tangle is stopping you from being able to move forwards to this new phase of life, to move on from something. I think maybe that is what we're perhaps being seen here. It's almost as though your frustrations or your connections to something that has already happened are in the way of you transitioning to the new. And the new is abundant, it's fruitful, it's amazing, it's fantastic. And I think that's your message. It's like zoom out. None of this really matters now. It's past. I'm not saying something that didn't matter, that happened didn't matter. It could have mattered a lot. And I'm sure it would have done, otherwise you wouldn't feel so passionately about it. But actually, you are being asked to, or you're being, what is the word? Not asked as such, but it's what I feel I'm being shown here is that you are in this in-betweeny space where the harvest hasn't yet come in. You haven't arrived at the new destination. It's like you've taken off and you're on the way, but you haven't yet landed at the new destination. And the new destination is amazing. It's a whole new phase of life, but you're not there yet. You are being profoundly protected during this period of transition. But I think there's something maybe emotionally, I think that you're struggling to let go of. The irony is that I think for some of you, the emotional feelings of what has happened are also, which is why there's the zooming out, are also part of what's making you feel so fired up about where you're going. This would be like embarking on a new journey of some sort, setting forth on a new project. And what inspired the project was the fact that you came across something that wasn't okay. So you're all fired up. And it's like, you know, like what if you're a great environmentalist and you know that the land hasn't been looked after well in your area, and now you're on a mission to change it. Absolutely amazing, because what happened is firing you up to do something amazing and different, and you're being protected, and this will come to great fruition. However, if you're still tangled in the sort of the pissed offness of what actually happened, that's a lower vibrational energy. And I'm not saying, in a way, it was the root of what fired you up to do to get to where you're going. But there's still perhaps too big an entanglement, like an investment in, wanting, it's not exactly revenge, but wanting payback. Well, the biggest payback is to walk away, rise and shine and move on and really, really make a difference through demonstration, really. It's got that kind of flavour about it here. Let's draw your tarot cards, get more guidance, more information, and see if anything as well is coming through for the week ahead as well. But I think your message is really clear. You're being very protected. You're in the in-betweeny phase. You haven't got to wait. You haven't landed yet. Yeah, something is completing. We've got the world. Something is completing, and it's almost like let it go. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. Your focus needs to be on what you're growing now. Oh, this is lovely. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, as well as partnership. I think somebody maybe will come and give you a helping hand. Look at this, even with the Five of Pentacles, where we can somebody can feel outcast, there's still someone there holding this person. Nine of Swords, gosh, there's a lot of worry around you. Seven of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. Okay, let's move these along a little bit. Okay, my lovely, lovely pile twos. I think somebody this week is going to give you a helping hand. They're going to reach out to you. Why would you be worried about this, my pile twos? Because you're not seeing the signs. You're not seeing it as a sign of positivity or of help. Perhaps you're too tangled in the transition. With the King of Swords, I wonder whether you will get... It looks like he's almost got a piece of paper in his hand. I'm wondering if maybe you're not seeing that something that completed was actually a sign from the universe. It was a gift. It was a gift from God. It was a sign from the universe to let you know that it's time to move forwards with passion to something bigger, but to abundance. Maybe there was a circumstance that was holding you back or keeping you in lack, stopping you from fulfilling your passions. And it's very hard if something ends either abruptly or it ends in a way that feels uncomfortable. It's quite hard not to be tangled in it. But I think this transition that you're going through, because Daughters of the Red Tent is very, very clear in its energy. It's a beautiful card. It literally says you are moving from, it's like a threshold. You're moving from one threshold to another. But what it actually says to you is, look, you're moving from one threshold to another. Don't be fearful, because you're going to be completely protected. It's the same kind of very similar energy with Harvest Mother watches over me. You're waiting to birth something into the world. or to birth yourself, a new phase of your life in the world. It's like you have, I think you have literally, you've boarded, metaphorically, you've boarded the aeroplane and you are en route. Be led by the path before you. Look at her. She's even up in the sky here. Look at that. Just amazing. It really is like rerouting from one to another. But I don't think you've yet landed. And I think this is why there's a lot of worry here, maybe in the middle. Let's check out and ask for a little bit more clarification around the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, please. Could I have some further information about that? The Tower. Something did break down. I think it had to. It was one of those things where an old structure, now this structure could literally be almost like you feeling like you broke down. But I do think some of you might be relocating or in a process of relocating. You could even have relocated, but you haven't yet bedded in yet. You haven't really put down roots yet. Something had to break. It absolutely had to. There's no way around it. It had to break. That's the deal. It had to happen. I think maybe as well, for some of you, something may have come out of the blue that's been a disappointment. But honestly, this is a sign, and your message is actually saying, this is the most important message that's coming through, is saying, look, actually, when something happens that's challenging, if it's something and you can perceive it as something that was so difficult, and I'm not saying it wasn't in any way, and I'm so sorry if you've been through things that have been challenging, but honestly, it was a blessing and it was a sign from God, and it had to happen. Something needed to end. Now, this is about investing in the future. Don't bear a grudge, don't cling to anything. It's really time, especially within your mind, to free yourself and move into a mindset of possibility, because you're going to land. You're going to put down roots. You're going to arrive at metaphorically, the new destination. I get the impression you're not there yet, and that's partly what your reading is about. You're in the in-betweeny space. So you're getting a huge, like the universe and your guides are really bigging you up for where you are at the moment. But everything is in motion. Yeah, look at this, the Seven of Swords. I think there's quite a lot going on behind the scenes that you don't yet know about. And it is interesting because the Seven of Swords does actually ask us to sort of face up, really. You know, be real about things. Sometimes we have to be real to ourselves, acknowledge that something needed to happen. But I also think there's a lot going on behind the scenes here. And also maybe there was something going on behind the scenes that you weren't aware of. Again, that's another reason why I think this is showing up. This had to happen because there was something else going on that you weren't aware of. Back to the bigger picture. There was a bigger picture. There was something else going on in your circumstance, in a circumstance that completed or ended. And you may not know, you may not even need to know about it, but the fact is, something had to change. And that's why, honestly, where you're going is looking stunningly exciting. And you're definitely being protected in this transition. The challenge you have is that you are in the transition. You're in this moon phase. You're in this in-betweeny place. It's like you're on one side and you're on the other side. It's like you've got one foot in both places and you haven't yet arrived. But look at what's coming with the Four of Wands. Let's ask for very specific guidance this week. May we ask for key information about the coming week. Look at this. Your ship is coming in. We've got the Three of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. This is the Phoenix rising. I think there's going to be a big shift this week in the energy. It's a shift in the energy. It's a shift in you. What is the Three of Wands? What arrives? Gosh, maybe that's the helping hand. My beautiful souls. Maybe that's the helping hand. If you're feeling overloaded, worrying about something, the Nine of Wands, you're nearly at the finish line. So maybe the helping hand comes in this week. Or maybe you can really see the finish line. Something happens that means, yes, look at this, the Queen of Pentacles, that you can see an end to the transition. It would be like if you're on a long haul flight, you know, and you're just sitting there waiting, and it just feels like it's going on forever and ever and ever. And then, you know, what if you get rerouted or something? I don't know if there's a disruption, but suddenly an announcement is made, and it's like, you know, we're preparing to land, and you think, wow, we're going to land, we're here. It's like, that's the feeling this week. It's like, okay, I can see an end to this. I think something comes in this week that demonstrates to you. It's like that you have reached this turning point. There's no going back, but I think that you feel good about it. I think you really feel good about it. You can see the end. It's like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can feel... Everything in your reading is asking you to recognize that something that took place was in itself a sign and a signal and a synchronicity, and it was guiding you, even if it was difficult. This is the turning point this week. Certainly what's coming looks amazing. Yeah, you've got the Page of Wands. You can move forwards this week. Truly, I think you can absolutely start to... yeah, get your energy back, get your passion back, get your spark back. Yeah, I think the conflict, perhaps the difficulty, maybe it's even revealed. Something that you didn't know was revealed. But I feel as though with the Two of Swords, we have no face here. It's new. This is interesting. I'm just actually going to follow through with this pile too, because I'm curious about this card. I feel this is really bizarre energy, because on the one hand, it feels like such a positive reading. On the other hand, it feels as though I don't know, maybe you're tired because you've been through a lot. I think something is actually revealed to you this week, and that, yeah, someone takes off their mask. I think someone or something is revealed, and I think that maybe is the turning point, and that's how you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. You know it's over. Maybe somebody is finally honest with you or something like that. Yeah, Page of Swords and the King of Wands. I feel that you are empowered this week. I do. I think somebody comes clean, or something is revealed to you, or maybe you even see it for yourself. You see that the thing that ended, wow, I'm so glad that ended. That really needed to happen. This is definitely a week where you move to a place where you literally can see where you're going. You can see that light at the end of the tunnel. You reach that turning point. There's so much good coming in here. It just feels as though that you've been weary or tired from something. It's been hard to reach the completion of something. It's been hard to leave some things behind, maybe. But whatever this is, in the uniqueness of your world, I think this week you reach that turning point where you can sort of see the final destination is in sight, basically. Or I say the final, but you know, the destination that you're aiming for is in sight. And you can it's like you can re-find your energy, start to realign. It's almost like you know you've been granted that safe passage, really. Wow. There is a lot happening in your world. That's what I feel like, my beautiful pile too. And my hat goes off to you. This is, you know, there's so much transition in the world at the moment, and I feel that you've been through a monumental transition. You're going through a monumental transition, and this really does feel like you're on the final leg of that journey of change, of transformation. And I'm so thrilled for you. I really, really am. Because it feels like you've really had to work solidly to get to here. And I do think someone may be coming in to help you here with Juno partnership. It may be that someone is arriving who will support you, help you. But this is the turning point. It really is. So I'm thrilled for you. Pile 2, if this is resonating with you, do give me the thumbs up. And if you want to make sure you never ever miss a reading, subscribe and press the little bell icon. Pile 2, I'm sending you all the love in the world. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. You have Beyond the Ordinary, you have a butterfly, you have Fertility, Ingas, and Nathus, the rune of constraint. I am extremely curious about this combination of runes, I have to say. Beyond the Ordinary and the butterfly just seem to me to be a message already that is suggesting that you are to flourish and to shine. Go above and beyond. Be extraordinary, because you are. But fertility, something needs to be completed, maybe. There's a message to complete something. Cross the T's, dot the I's. With the rune of fertility, sometimes it does require like a completion of beginnings, like completing a stage of something. And with Nathus, the rune of constraint, it sometimes indicates that things aren't moving forwards as quickly as you want, but sometimes it is because we do need to sort of cross the T's and dot the I's and pay attention to some details, which means that then when you move forwards, you're on solid ground. But let's get a bit more information. You have Jump In. Ooh, how exciting. This came out in pile 1, if I remember rightly. Andromedan Energy Adventure, Say Yes to Change. Okay, jump in, get going, nurture. Interesting, you've got a scythe in this Ceres card here. Nurture. I mean, this is so fertile, isn't it? Look at this. Do you need to weed and prune something in order to move it forwards? Exploration. You know, it may be that your message is jump in, get going, go for it. There's something that is going to flourish. You can nurture it along. I think that there are some details you need to attend to. Perhaps you do need to weed and prune a bit to explore how best to move it forwards. But don't say no, say yes. It's got that sort of flavour about it. Let's draw some more cards for you, my beautiful pile 3s. You have Desert Harvest, you have The Little One Rises, and Sacred Sherpa Guides You Beyond. Okay. I think your initial message is actually coming through quite clearly, my beautiful pile 3. I do think that you are on your way with something. But something has either become stuck, or there's been a diversion, or there's been a hurdle to step over. Something just didn't run completely smoothly. Don't be put off by that. Go beyond the ordinary. What you're working on or what you're moving forwards, it will be something that is unique to you. It is definitely fruitful. It's definitely it is worth nurturing. It's worth bringing it forwards. It's worth jumping in with both feet and keep going. I think it's quite exciting. It's got a really exciting energy. However, for some reason there has been a hiccup or a stumbling block. It feels a bit like, you know, when you're trying to get something started and you get like a bit of a, you know, there could be a bit of a bumpy road at the beginning of something, but it doesn't mean always that. It's not like the universe is trying to tell you to stop. Far from it. The reason there's a few bumps in the road, it's not to get you to stop, it's to get you to fine-tune, to weed, to prune, to explore, to think carefully about how you're proceeding, to make sure that you're getting the details right rather than rushing into it. That's what I feel your message is. So this is a really big thumbs up to something that has great fertility, but you could be feeling a little bit like, oh, you know, it's not moving forwards, or, you know, here's another, you know, something else has popped up that's slowing it down. Don't worry about it. You could be itching to move forwards with this. That's fine. It's definitely worthy of investment. You're going to flourish. You're going to go beyond the ordinary. This is amazing. However, the jumping in there isn't actually a contradictory energy here, although it could feel like it. It is about jumping in and set forth and going for it. It's also about recognizing that there are some details to attend to. You're simply being guided. Look at the way she's jumping over the tracks here. If there's an obstacle in your way, it isn't to stop you, it's simply to fine-tune the journey, to make sure you do go beyond the ordinary, to make sure you don't limit your horizons. Maybe you need to be bigger or better or take a slightly different pathway. This is going to rise, it's going to shine, it's going to flourish. I really think that this is what we're being shown here. You will know, I think, what this means if this is resonating with you. If it's not, then there's either something that's about to emerge in your world that may have a few bumps in the road, or it may not actually be the right reading for you. But it feels for me as if there is something that you are already doing, and the reading is coming to assure you that this is worthy of pursuing. It's what you're meant to be doing. And so it's really to acknowledge that Spirit, Source, the universe isn't putting obstacles in your way to cause you to stop. They are simply to cause you to fine-tune, to keep you literally on track. That's what we're being shown. Okay, let's draw your tarot cards. I'm also seeing it's actually that one. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Yes, look at you cooking, investing. The Seven of Pentacles has an energy where something is worth waiting for. It kind of like it's like putting your buns in the oven, and you can't take them out before they're cooked. You have to wait. But something you have invested in, you're ready to put them in the oven. It is just that it's cooking, literally, kind of thing, metaphorically. It's not ready yet. Completion, something needs to complete. There's something of the process that needs to complete before the change comes. And let's just look at the rest of your cards. We've got the Tower. This is really exciting. You have the World and the Tower. Yes, I think there's something in the structure of what you're building or what you're creating that's worthy of paying attention to. Because a bit like on this ship here with the Knight of Cups, we see him managing rigging. You know, if a ship is rigged well, it can sail any kind of storm. You know, if you build something really solidly, it's like build the foundation first. Get the foundations right. Because if you get the foundations right, even if you're itching to go, I feel like there's something here where you are itching to launch it, itching to put it out there, itching to get going. Get the foundations right. Because then when you launch, you're on solid ground. You can ride with the waves. Yes, strength. Keep going. Persevere, but do it well. Nine of Pentacles. Oh, look at this. This is great. This is just heavenly. You've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is a real sense of, prosperity coming and of you doing it well. This is like much deserved rewards. And the Knight of Pentacles is wonderful. It really does suggest that the harvest will come in. But also that, it's, I won't say slow and steady progress, organic growth. That's what I want to say. I don't get the impression here that we're talking slow and steady progress, but I think organic growth. With the Knight of Pentacles, it really has an energy of harvest, of bringing the harvest in. But the harvest comes in because of the hard work. The farmer has ploughed the fields and sowed the seeds and nurtured the garden and, done the weeding and done the pruning and looked after it and nurtured it, and then it reaches a point of harvest. So this is a message that is saying to you, invest, keep going, build a solid foundation, and whatever delays or hiccups are around, they are actually providential because they're there not to slow you down, but to make sure that you're on a solid foundation and that you do it well. You can't skip. If you think of that process, you till the soil, you sow the seeds, you then come along and weed them or thin them out or do whatever you do, and then you water them. for this to grow, every single one of those stages needs to be done, and it needs to be done well. It's no good tilling the soil but forgetting to sow the seeds. It's no good sowing the seeds but on, ground that you haven't tilled first, so the seeds don't take very well. It's no good sowing seeds but not watering them, because there's not enough water for them to grow to their fullest. So nothing can be missed out here, and there's a process to go through, and it can't be hurried. But I'm not seeing anything that's holding you back, just things that need to be done well. That's all I'm seeing, and that's your message. It's really, really clear. My pile 3. I feel actually very excited for you. Jump in and get going. You're going to cross. This is about keeping you on track. Now, let's ask about guidance and information for the week ahead. You have the 3 of Swords. Okay. Look at this book opening and all the letters flying out of the page. Okay. Then you have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, exploration. 3 of Wands, wonderful. I love this. A King of Wands. I think literally this week you'll reach a turning point. I suspect there may be something very specific that you need to attend to in the course of this, I don't know, whatever it is that you are, that you're growing, that you're building, that your new adventure, whatever it is. I think there is actually something quite specific that needs to be done with the Ace of Pentacles. It could be like a specific seed needs to be sown. It's like you need to cross a particular T or dot a particular I, all these letters flying out. There's something that needs to not be forgotten with the 3 of Swords here. It really is attend to the details. And then I think it's almost as though energetically, if you attend to the details, then the ship will come in, the turning point will happen. And I think things will suddenly start to motor. I think you'll see a really big shift in the energy. But I do think with the Ace as well, there's something specific that you need to attend to this week in the weeding and pruning or nurturing. Think of the different stages. Break everything down that you are doing. Look at all the different components and different elements of what you're doing. There may be something that you've missed or through an oversight. Just break it all down. Sit down. Really think about all the different elements of this. Lay it out, because what you don't want is for something to break as you are getting going. For this to really, you want to be on really solid ground so that you've crossed every T, dotted every I. Literally, that's what's coming through. And I think there's something to be done this week. And in a way, it's really interesting because it sort of rewrites the story. It rewrites the flow of energy. And then I think things will move forwards. It's almost like the moment you attend to that one detail, everything else clicks into place. Afterwards, I suspect you'll look back and think, that's what that was about. It wasn't, a major stumbling block. It was just something that I needed to attend to so that the way forwards was then going to flow. And I think it will flow. Wow, pile 3. Your reading is very, very clear, and I am absolutely loving the energy. Do keep me posted if there's something, if you feel able to share something of what this is in your world. I love reading your comments. It's really, really lovely. Or come back, when you start to skyrocket, when things start to really move forwards. It's really, really lovely to hear how things are moving on and moving forwards. I do read your comments, and actually, some of you post regularly, and it's fabulous because I think, look how that's emerged. Look how that's moving forwards. And I get super excited. So thank you so much, all of you who share so much of yourselves here in our amazing community. Beautiful souls, tons of love. Thank you for being here. Welcome again if you're new. Don't forget to subscribe and press the little bell icon if you want to make sure you never, ever, ever miss a reading or anything that I post. Tons of love.